You're listening to the Python Podcast with James, Nick, Gigi, Josh, Sam, and Tom. Ring the bell.
Well, the good news is the sound levels are great, so everyone's getting picked up equally right now.
Okay, good.
Because I don't want to hear it from James. I don't want to hear it.
Good. Tell me when to go, Brandy.
Okay, do you need the countdown like Nick does?
Yeah, give me the countdown.
Can you count?
I can. I'm going to count from 10. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Pipe Bomb Podcast. We've been gone, but now we're back, and we're better. And yes, it's Gigi, and yes, it's not an After Dark episode. They keep putting the brown people on the After Dark episodes, but I said, bitch, no, not today. But I also have two people with me, Blandy and Tom. How you guys doing? Say hi.
Hey.
Oh, doing well. Glad that we're actually recording a show.
And it's going to be a good one, too, because today we're going to be discussing the draft, Brock Lesnar, NXT, and Miss Nikki Bella. And in case if anything happens while we're on the show, because that shit likes to happen right after we get off. But hopefully if something happens, we're here for it. So let's start. I haven't watched wrestling since, Money in the Bank. But apparently there was a draft, because they finally got their shit together and said, oh, my God, we need, two separate shows to get all these people exposure. So after years and years, and James saying it's a bad idea, but him just being stupid, they finally have done the draft. What did you guys think of the show overall? I didn't watch it live. I just caught up on YouTube and other people's YouTube videos. How was it actually watching it in person?
It wasn't bad. They could have done a hell of a lot better, but I think the picks that they actually picked was good, but I just didn't like how they did round 1, round 2, round 3. It's bitch, do it all in one go, Don't want to waste my time with pointless matches here, there, and everywhere. But apart from that, there were some good picks, some okay picks, some bad picks, some pointless picks. But apart from that, I give it a C. Minus plus.
I feel like the draft show, I feel like all the big surprise drafts came after they went off air kind of deal. And then during the show, it was an okay show. It wasn't much of a storytelling show because the draft was the main narrative that was going on. So, it was okay. I would have been better with the round drafting like they had if the narrative of the show had been continuing storylines as well.
Yeah, it seemed like they did kind of to copy NBA or something. Seth Rollins as a first round draft pick, just so they can put that up on an article or something. Because I was watching, I'm what is this? Because first watching it on YouTube seemed like they just stood there the whole time, but I'm guessing there was matches in between, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they didn't stand there the whole time. They would stand there. At first it was really awkward when they were doing the first part of the draft because it just seemed kind of haphazard because they're drafting and then there's no conclusion to, okay, we'll be back, after this match. All of a sudden John Cena's music comes out. So you're is John Cena going to come out and be what the hell do you mean you haven't drafted me yet? Or he just comes walking out, and it was really kind of an awkward exchange. So that was the thing. That was the first part, which was kind of awkward, is that they didn't really wrap it up. I mean, after that first time, you get it. Oh yeah, okay. After after Raw makes their third pick, something will come out. A match will come out and happen.
I think once next year rolls around, it'll be back to okay, there's people that have a match, and whoever wins that match, their show gets a draft pick, because that's always been the better way. But this is kind of their revamp, so I think this is kind of the best way that they could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, but there's one thing that I just could not stand. The next day on Twitter, I went on there, and it was literally, why is Bayley not drafted? Why is she not drafted? Bitch, she's not drafted because she is too good, and she's waiting her time. Over.
That really made me mad too. Okay, people were talking about Bayley, and I understand. They're where's Bayley? Why didn't she get drafted? I'm what the hell? Bayley deserves a bigger, introduction to the main roster than just being a draft pick. We all knew like with Finn and stuff coming up, yeah, he deserved a big push and everything of that nature, but Bayley is so special for women's wrestling. She's so special for the women's division. She's such a game changer. When Bayley makes it to the main roster, she deserves that big heralded praise like the other three got, like Becky got. And even in my opinion, when like the three came up last year, they didn't get the proper dues that they deserved coming up because they clumped them all in together. So I'm like, yeah, let it be a surprise when Bayley comes up. Let it be a big, huge deal because she has earned that.
Well, I think the most obvious one is going to be Sasha wins the championship at SummerSlam. Monday night, next one, she'll say blah, 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 I'm the boss, blah, 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 I'm the boss, that she does. And then Bayley will come out, and it begins. Isn't that obvious? Like,
I think that's how everyone assumes that it's going to go. And, I mean, knowing WWE, that is probably highly a possibility. I just really hope that in the past year, we've started getting a few more swerves with the WWE, so I'm hoping that they... Because of who Bayley is, because of the love and care that Triple H has for his NXT people and all that, because I think that she'll come up to Raw to be with like Sasha and Charlotte and things of that nature.
But so, I mean, she got a we want Bayley during the main event. Like, if that's not good enough, what is?
I don't know. I think the WWE is maybe tired of the fact that we can log on any day and we have it spoiled for us. You know, like, oh, Bayley showed up at this arena that they're filming Raw at. So I hope that they try to take some steps.
I don't spoil anything, so.
No, well, I just hope that they try to take some steps to protect it and they do something more creative, which I wonder how the creative teams are now on the brands, now that there's two separate brands.
Well, they've probably got brains.
I hope so. You know, historically speaking, SmackDown has always been the superior show as far as writing and wrestling skills goes, so we shall see.
So who do you think was like the best pick out of all?
What do you think, Tom?
I said, who do you think was like the best draft pick out of everyone?
Out of everyone? Well, I'm going to say Dean.
Oh my god.
Who's your choice?
He just looks so pretty in that blue. I was like, Jesus, bless it. When Nick sent me that picture to post on Instagram, I was like, ooh. I was upset that I was kind of spoiled, but he looked good, bitch.
You know about Dean Ambrose? Dean? You know about Dean? Dolph?
Yeah. Wait, wasn't Dolph like round 3? Where was Dolph? Let me see.
Because I know he's like round 26.
Down as well.
Oh, well,
bitch. Okay, at least he was still on TV, if I'm looking at the list correctly. But it just seems like SmackDown is going to be the better show. Like, I feel like you can't, like, they're branding SmackDown as like, oh, we're the underdog show. It's Shane and Daniel. Like, no, you guys have, like, the WWE champion. You guys have AJ Styles. Like, I feel like this is going to be, if you like the indies, you're going to, like, be more into SmackDown, minus it doesn't have Cesaro, and we'll get into that, because apparently he did a shoot promo, but he didn't do a shoot promo. But to me, it looks like SmackDown's going to be the superior brand if they get the better writing team as well.
It looks like SmackDown is kind of NXT amped up a bit. I was really excited for American Alpha to get drafted because I love Chad Gable.
Now for Jason Jordan, please.
I like Chad. He's my guy from American Alpha, but I was really excited to see them. Mojo Rawley was my what the fuck moment for the whole thing.
Please, if you block me on Twitter, you're a loser. Bye.
Oh, he was round 11, Lord.
He was round never. Bitch, go back home.
I forgot he was still here. That's good to know.
Yeah, well,
because he just shouts, I'm hyped, stay hyped. Bitch, shut up.
He's that, like, frat guy that's in every bar that you just don't want to be there with. Like, if you walk in and you see him, you leave because you can't have a good time because with their backwards hats. And and so do you think then that they'll put him with Zach on the main roster then? Because I felt like they were really gearing up to give Zach a run as a singles competitor, and it just feels like going backwards for him to be a part of the hype bros again.
I just don't understand why we're wasting time. Rawley is No, next. Ugh.
Okay, so are we all in agreement maybe that Mojo Rawley is our what the fuck pick for the draft?
I'm looking at it now because, yeah. All this is what the fuck for me because I haven't watched. I didn't know Curtis Axel was still employed. I found out that David Otunga is on commentary. I have a lot of what the fucks just because I haven't watched. There's some team called the Shining Stars. I just thought that was like a move.
I thought the Shining Stars were gone. Like I thought they had tried that and it was over with. And then I saw them like backstage or whatever. I think on the 4th of July, and I was like, oh, they're still here.
Well, this is what happens when Rosa Mendez gets taken away from them.
This is true.
It's the Puerto Rican team?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
When
I need to watch because this don't make no sense. Okay, just ignore me because I'm sitting here like, if they're Puerto Rican, I thought it'd be like La Boricua or something. Okay, I was imagining like Stardust, but then I forgot Cody Rhodes is gone. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Titus is still here. I thought the Golden Truth broke up.
No,
Demon Kane is still a thing too. Okay. Oh, where's Alberto? Alberto was actually drafted on the show, but Paige didn't make it. How?
Yeah, did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, that's the tea on them is that like she today took down all their photos on Instagram. I was like, oh, so much for that ovaries busting love you were talking about, bitch. What?
Because Daddy's with his actual family.
Yeah, blowing out birthday candles with his wife.
Paige.
I swear, Total Divas is the worst fake reality show. At least with like Love and Hip Hop, it's somewhat believable. This is like y'all are not even trying.
Well, of all the men on the roster that are eligible, or maybe it's not so well known that they're married or something, why would you put Paige with Alberto Del Rio? Like, what made them think, yes, this is going to drive ratings? Alberto Del Rio.
Maybe it's like the Latinos don't really watch Total Divas because
the Bellas count for the Latino community.
Remember your top ideas.
Let's not.
There's still more attractive Latino men on the show.
Actually, Alberto might be the best one because Kalisto, I think he probably looked like the shape of his mask. Like, I don't know.
Well, they can't go with Kalisto because he can't take off the mask, and that would be like dabbing into BDSM, and that they're gonna shy away from that. That's not very PG.
Actually, Paige's next gimmick: married men. Triple H.
Yeah, like I don't know what they were thinking because Lita back in 2000. 2005, 2006 when that happened, got roasted alive for like the whole cheating on Matt Hardy and the whole Edge situation, right? Her personal life got thrown into it. And so WWE did her so dirty. Like when she retired, I didn't watch WWE for a long time because I was so mad at how they treated her. And so now they're making it storylines on their friggin' show. Their one of their most popular divas. Not divas. One of their most popular women. Yeah, it's totally okay. We're gonna build a show around the fact that she's a home wrecker. That's totally fine.
Well, when you're comparing Seth Rollins Sr. to like Alberto Del Rio, I think I'd go with Alberto Del Rio.
That's true. So,
do you guys want to get into the whole Cesaro thing now? Since apparently he was in his feelings?
Yes.
Cesaro was in his I would like to be in my feelings with his feelings.
With his, girl, but Sarah already looked like she could kill people, so I was like, girl, I ain't gonna
She could. She really could. She's a terrifying woman. But, like, I thought they had broken up. I had read they had broken up. And it made...
Okay, alright, so Cesaro, let me hold you tight, because he did an interview with JoJo. I didn't know JoJo made it to the backstage. Good for her. And she was asking him, like, oh, what do you think about being on Raw now? And he's all like, I don't want, like, pretty much, I don't want to be here because it's about Mick Foley and Stephanie. And SmackDown has made itself, like, the place where you're going to see pure wrestling. And I'm a pure wrestler. And I would rather be there. And he's all like, oh, look, I can talk. I can form sentences. And it wasn't like Cesaro, like, oh, like, big. It was like, he was like, get us talking to him, like, at Starbucks and stuff. And he was just, like, up in his feelings, like he just listened to a Drake album. And then JoJo was sitting there like, oh, okay, next interview. So what did y'all think about Cesaro being all sad and upset that he's on Raw, even though it's still a pretty good show from what I'm seeing here?
I think it's still a really strong show.
Where those chunks have got smaller.
I think it's still a really strong show. I understand why they would have put Cesaro on Raw, because they've got Sammy on Raw and they've got Kevin on Raw, and like Cesaro and Sammy are an excellent money match that we have not had. We haven't had that feud yet from the throwback from 2013, because they were a huge deal down in NXT. So I mean, I understand like why they would put him. I see why a lot of them, like Sasha had come out and said she wanted to be on SmackDown, because a lot of people who consider themselves real wrestlers, they want to be on SmackDown because there's that credibility of SmackDown has always been recognized as the, like, you know, the actual workers show versus Raw, which is all about the sports entertainment part of it. I wonder though if that is like a scripted thing that they're going to like put in his character, or if it was just him going off the cuff like he did at that live show a few years ago when he was talking about how his music just was not good and to turn it off.
I feel like it's a little bit of both, just because I don't know if the superstars knew, because remember they had that sheet that had leaked of like who's going where, so maybe he was complaining like, oh, that's not the show I want to be on. So it's like the CM Punk thing, we're like, okay, here's a mic and air your grievances, but that didn't work last time for WWE, so I don't see him doing that shit again. But I can see it's probably a little bit of both, and it's some obvious thing that WWE knew they was going to see on the internet, like, oh, why is he on the show that's not going to be about wrestling? So I can see that being his character now, like he's upset that he's on this show, and maybe though Stephanie's gonna like try to bury him or something.
Well, it's gonna.
Oh my God, I have that photo, that leaked photo. It said Cesaro was actually supposed to be on SmackDown. So, ooh.
I don't know. Hopefully they'll give him a better gimmick than this freaking James Bond / Chippendales dancer thing he's got going on right now. I can't. When he comes out and like rips all the stuff off and he comes out in the James Bond circle thing, I'm like, this is unnecessary.
Ooh, girl, no, you haven't seen it live. When I was at Money in the Bank, I was like, this is like Chippendales 2.8 or something, girl. It's one of those things like you got to see live. It's like when your friends try to take you to a band that you ain't never heard of and you got to see it live. It's one of them things.
Oh, okay, well, that'll work out for me. I saw Cesaro live a couple times, but it was once with the Real Americans, and then once when he was just like this time last year I saw him, and he wasn't doing his James Bond thing yet. So I don't know. I get really irritated by overly cheesy gimmicks, and I feel like that's one of the ones that's kind of a little cheesy when you just the breakaway pants and stuff. It's like, okay.
Oh. Yes.
I'm in the minority on that. Okay. Listeners, do you prefer Cesaro's breakaway pants or no?
99% yes, 1% no.
What certain kind of way does that make you feel?
It's better than like Wade Bear when he would throw off the cape, and it was like, okay, yeah, that was so amazing. Or like, it's better than Ryback's. Is Ryback still here? I haven't seen him on this list. When Ryback has like the fake pyro, the $2 pyro that they got when they was broke.
$2 pyro. Oh, it's a little bit like Gilbert's entrance. Or Neville's cape. Neville's cape is super cheesy.
Oh, Neville's got that beard now.
So bad.
Neville looks great with that beard, but that cape, no. I
Danger
can't do
Mouse.
it. Okay.
So is Ryback still wrestling? I don't even see him.
I think he's got his head broken or something. I don't know.
Oh,
his nose broken.
He had
his testicles broken. I don't know, something like
didn't
that.
He have
what did Sam do?
He had some kind of ear surgery, didn't he? Like ear or nose surgery?
Well, we don't know, and it seems like we do not care either. But do we care that Heath Slater got undrafted? Like, this shit's hilarious.
Oh, he gets shit on all the time, bless him.
It was probably on purpose, because like, Heath Slater is one of those people that he has taken the fact that he is abused and no one ever really thinks about him and made a little sideshow for himself with that. So good, kudos on him. I enjoyed the little backstage stuff where he's like running through the backstage. They're like, Stephanie, Mick, guys.
Did you watch the NXT? Did you watch the NXT reactions of them getting called up?
I did. I watched it.
Did you watch Nia Jax's? Nice. She was like on her phone. She's like, me? What? Oh. But the best thing in that one is if you watch the newest girl, what's her name? Nikki Storm. She's like, please, it's me. And she's like, no, it's not me. Bitch, you're not even been on NXT yet. Chill the fuck out. Oh.
Yeah. One thing I will say about the draft is they raided the women's locker room hardcore. And that is so exciting because that means we get all new people besides like Bayley and Asuka, to help build the next generation of the brand on NXT. And so I'm just super excited to see that.
I'm happy to see Naomi on SmackDown. I'm surprised Eva got drafted and she's on SmackDown now. I feel like it's gonna be like, what is that, 05, 04, when the divas, like all the good divas were on SmackDown, and then like kind of like all the like women wrestlers will be on SmackDown, and then more diva-esque are on Raw.
I don't know. They've got a pretty good I feel like they wound up, especially SmackDown came out of the gate hard with all those call-ups from NXT for the women's division. Because the first half of the draft, I was like, SmackDown is getting hosed. Like, this is not going to be a good show. I was like, Becky Lynch just got hosed. I really thought that they were going to screw SmackDown, but they came back hard with the untelevised stuff.
Well, clearly they have big plans for Nia Jax, because obviously she got drafted in, the third or fourth round on TV. So that's something good for her.
Well, yeah, I mean, they haven't really had a big dominant, and like what I noticed in NXT is in her last match with Bayley, they just talked about how strong she was. They kept talking about how she's the strongest woman like that they've had in the WWE, and you haven't really had them push that kind of thinking about a bigger woman like that since Chyna. So I'm hoping that we're going to see them take her and kind of do that more Chyna-esque push, and the fact that she is super strong. Maybe even see her, mix it up with a couple of the cruiserweights.
And then the cruiserweight brand is exclusively on Raw, right?
When you've got some of them on SmackDown.
Well, the cruiserweight division is supposed to be on Raw, supposedly, but I assume that they'll have it.
But they're all on SmackDown.
In the past, they've been on SmackDown. But if you think about it, Raw is the 3-hour show. So
yeah, they need more shit fill.
I was really taken aback too by the cruiserweights being on Raw, but it made sense when it was when you're looking at a 3-hour show.
Oh, we'll get more time for musical chairs and mud pie contests. It's so good, so good.
Yeah. So, any last thoughts on the draft before we move on here?
Let's see. Does anyone have the draft list up?
Oh, I do right now.
Okay, so
because you are that good.
Yeah, let's go through it maybe, because I watched it last night, but I may have forgotten some things.
Okay, let me just look at Dean one more time before I scroll down. Oh yes, Jesus, yes. Okay. So let me. Round 1.
It's like a Ringo.
I was trying to sound like when they do the NBA draft and all that shit. Round 1, pick one for Raw. Seth Rollins, and then SmackDown Live, when they decide to call it SmackDown, they're doing too much. It's like Thursday, Raw Thursday, is Dean Ambrose. We had Charlotte for Raw, AJ Styles for SmackDown, and then Mr. Fine-Ass Finn Balor. You could have debuted better, but this is okay too, from Raw. So does that mean we're going to be seeing Finn next week, or is it just like he's on Raw and then we're going to wait? That's what I'm wondering.
I think we're going to see him next week because as far as I know, like Nakamura was his last match for NXT. I mean, he has nothing else going. What would be the point of them starting another little something for him down in NXT when we all know he's on Raw? Everybody's wanting to see him on Raw. Oh, the club got drafted to Raw and AJ went to SmackDown. So I'm like, oh ho ho, it's the original club on Raw now.
Mm. You said bad, you fake Beyonce, Billy Ray Cyrus. Okay, so round 2, We have Roman Reigns, John Cena Roman Reigns Raw, John Cena SmackDown. Brock Lesnar on Raw. We're going to get to you later because I'm about to read. Randy Orton on SmackDown Live. And the WWE Tag Team Champions, New Day on Raw.
Well expected.
I kind of feel like New Day is going to be champions forever.
Well, they've broken the record for like the longest tag champs ever.
Yeah.
Like,
I really thought that we might see the New Day break up. But it looks like they're going to carry on strong with them for a little longer. I worry that they're going to run the New Day into the ground.
As long as their merch sales are as high as they are, because when I was at Money in the Bank, there were so many people getting their stuff. Like kids, women, men. I just feel like if their merch sales are still all this great and they keep getting all this random stuff, like what fucking wrestler had a t-shirt that's in a cereal box? Like they're just printing money at this point. So I feel like when we see like their merch sales going down, then we'll see New Day break up.
Yeah, probably. But by that standards, though, that's how we get John Cena. Because even though the majority of the wrestling world hates John Cena, quote unquote, he still sells more merch than anybody. Because the people who buy the tickets, they're not actually buying the merch; they're having to buy it for like their kids and stuff. But I don't get me wrong, I like the New Day, and I'm not trying to put them on the level that John Cena and his polarizing ass is, but polarizing. But
don't say ass and John Cena run Tom. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, drink it in, man. The gift of John Cena.
Too right.
I need to send you this video, Tom, of him in his underwear. On to round 3. We have Sami Zayn. He's going to be on Raw. Bray Wyatt is going to be on SmackDown Live. I'm assuming this means that the Wyatt family isn't together, ?
Which is stupid.
Sasha Banks is on Raw. Becky Lynch on SmackDown. And Chris Jericho on Raw. I thought Chris already left already, but that's cool that he's still here. Okay.
Chris is just hanging on. All that DDP yoga helping him out to where he can stick around and push the new generation.
Chest. I'm like, how do you not have pecs? What did I miss? Are you missing chest day, sir? Round 4, we have the United States Championship will be on Raw with Rusev and Miss Lana. They were on the longest vacation I've ever seen on Instagram. The Intercontinental Championship will be on SmackDown with The Miz and his lady Maurice. Kevin Owens is on Raw. Baron Corbin is on SmackDown Live. And Enzo and Big Cass got drafted together on Raw. Any thoughts there?
I'm really surprised that Carmella didn't get drafted with them, but oh well.
They're bound and determined to keep Carmella separate from them, and it makes me very mad. It's like you can have Carmella on Raw managing them and still be a member of the like women's wrestling. They did it so well back in the day, like with Lita and the Hardys and Trish and TNA and stuff. Like the women, it just gives the women more time because they're already struggling to get 10 damn minutes on a 3-hour show. So why not? People want to see them together. And honestly, like as much as I like Big Cass and Enzo, they're not the same without Carmella. It's just, you need Carmella.
I hope they don't turn into some generic female. Most likely they will do. They'll drop the whole Jersey shit and keep it generic. Oh.
I know. I just hope that she keeps, because it's obviously she's not going to be with Enzo and Cass. I just hope she keeps like the whole like Jersey gimmick and they don't try to turn it to like Sasha like ratchet because it kind of like is on that borderline. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know who Carmella pissed off, but she pissed off somebody because she is the last pick in the draft. She's probably like shitting her drawers before the show went off.
Well, her reaction was like, "Oh, okay, I'm there, great." Didn't seem like she cared.
She didn't suck somebody's dick. Good job, girl. Good job for keeping your morals, bitch.
She's playing it real. She's sucking her own man's dick.
Well,
so round 5, we have Gallows and Anderson for Raw. Brandy's boys, the American Alphas on SmackDown. Yay. Big Show on Raw. Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown Live, and Nia Jax for Raw from NXT.
A great choice. A great pick.
I know, Dolph, yes, bitch. He gonna look so good in that blue. He gonna come out, and his hair is finally almost one color. It's gonna be a good 2016.
I am super excited for Dolph to be on SmackDown, and super excited because the reason the brand split works and the reason it's so great is because you now have people who, when you were having all the same people on Raw and SmackDown, they didn't get a chance to shine, and that's one thing with Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler in his career, every time that he would get to the main event, the big push that he was getting, something would randomly happen. He'd get a concussion or some crap, and they would cut it short. So I'm hoping this time on SmackDown he can stay healthy because he hasn't been injured in a really, really long time, and he can finally get a really good push because I love Dolph too, and I would hate to see his career end without him getting a really good long run with a top title.
So who are we talking about? Dolph Ziggler. Oh, I got turned off. Oh wow. Sorry, Gigi.
Is it bad that even as like a big Dolph Ziggler fan, when I went onto the list, I wrote down like all the way to the bottom to like the supplemental draft, thinking he didn't make it to TV, and I'm like, oh, you actually, yes, good job, babe, good job. I didn't believe for 5 seconds, but we back now, and and I'm happy that Nia is gonna be on Raw, and she's like broken up from Eva, so they can be like their own entities.
Well, you know what? I'm going to call it right now. Summer versus Alicia. Nia interrupts and lays them both the fuck out. And then walks.
Summer's that relevant? Oh, I didn't even know. Thank you for that information, Tom.
That is no problem. Anytime.
Now let's on to round 6. Neville is on Raw. Natalya, girl, I didn't know you was still wrestling. I thought she just took selfies. Is on SmackDown Live. Cesaro is on Raw. Alberto Del Rio on SmackDown Live. He went back home to where he originally was. And Sheamus, I didn't know Sheamus was still on Raw. It's good to know.
I couldn't really believe that they put Sheamus on Raw. I'm like, they're trying it. They're trying it with Sheamus. But what is he gonna do really? Like, in the past, can you think of in the past 2-3 years a Sheamus story you really got behind and were interested in?
The one when he wasn't on TV.
When he wasn't on
TV. I liked whenever like Randy Orton said he was like gonna RKO his grandma, but I think that was like 4 years ago.
Oh.
Because I just imagine like a little ginger lady that's getting RKO'd and flying across like Ireland or something. No, this was the people who just like didn't quite get to make it to the TV. Round 7, we have the Golden Truth on Raw. The Usos on SmackDown. Titus O'Neil, I didn't know, so he was around on Raw. Kane, why is he here on SmackDown and then Paige on Raw? Any thoughts on that? On that kind of not like. Wait, Jack Swagger's still okay. Let me get to round 8. Jack Swagger is still here. I thought he was gone too, Lord. Okay, round 8. We had Darren Young on with Bob Backlund on Raw, Kalisto on SmackDown, Sin Cara on Raw, even though they're like the same person. Naomi on SmackDown. Jack Swagger, I didn't even know he was still employed. I thought he left like 2 years ago. I thought he got suspended or something. On Raw, the Ascension on the Ascension's still a thing too. Damn, SmackDown. Did Jack Swagger even make it to the video game? Do they even bother? Like, who likes him?
No one. They're like, who's that?
The Ascension?
He's sucking somebody dick real good.
Probably himself. Self-suck.
Right. Any thoughts on those 2 rounds?
No.
No.
Well,
no.
It's going to be interesting to see where Paige plays into the women's division because we haven't really had much from Paige in a while now, and then all this stuff with Alberto Del Rio. Like, I feel like she really did some rep harm with her Instagram post and all the like the Alberto Del Rio angle for Total Divas.
She's pissed someone off.
Yeah, but I guess that they're like keeping. Because, we didn't see Alicia Fox for a while. I guess, like, the people who are on Total Divas, they've kind of just been keeping them a little further down the card. Because, when Total Divas comes on, all those bitches are going to be at the front of the line again. Like, hey, we're going to use this, we only give the women this many minutes, but we're also going to use all the Total Divas women here because, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But I don't know. I feel like Paige has got, like, some rep recovery. Because, honestly, she hasn't been putting on quality matches for a good long time now, and that's just the truth when it comes to Paige. She's been sloppy and messy. Like she wrestled Nikki Bella so many times, in 2015 and in 2014, and none of those matches were really good. There were because I went back and watched every match of that reign, and I was shocked to find like
Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, it was for an article.
Damn, Brandy, that's like saying like I walked on like thumbtacks, girl.
Well, I just wanted to go back and see the progression, and I noticed that Nikki Bella had progression and Paige did not. She actually got worse. So Paige has a lot of reputation stuff to work on and in-ring stuff, which hopefully maybe she's been doing that.
Oh, she needs to stop.
What are you talking in the matches?
Oh yeah, she's all up on that botchamania.
Oh my God.
When they catch him calling, oh yeah, she's
3, 2, 1. Bitch, just shut up. Thank you. Right.
Maybe Nikki, like, because you know how Nikki used to be ass? Maybe all that ass that Nikki was rubbing off on the page. And now she on the... Nikki got the flu. I got it. That's what happened. Okay, she probably... It just take a while to get, like, back healthy. Paige gonna come back just fine as long as Nikki don't touch her. It's okay. It's good. I believe in you. Get better. Get well soon, Paige. Okay, round number 10. They went too far. Okay. Braun Strowman is on Raw. I didn't know he was still a thing. I'm pretty sure Vince probably likes Smut. Breezango. San Juan Obispo is on SmackDown Live. But Bo is still in here too. Damn, Bo is on Raw. Eva Marie is on SmackDown Live.
Yes.
The Puerto Ricans are on Raw, because that's what I'm going to call them. The Vaudevillains are on SmackDown Live. And last but not least, we have round number 11, Alicia Fox on Raw, Eric Rowan on SmackDown Live, Dana Brooke on Raw, Mojo Rawley, SmackDown Live, Curtis Axel, You're Still Here, How, Raw, and Carmella, SmackDown Live, Keith Slater, undrafted, WB symbol next to his name, like you played the video game and you said, we don't really need him, so we're just going to put him on the injury list.
Do you know what? I'm so excited for Alexa Bliss to be on SmackDown. Like, she has killed it this year, and she's going to kill it even more. Go, girl.
Oh, I totally skipped round 9. Good job, Tom. Okay, round 9.
Yes, I was catching you on. Yes.
The Dudley Boys on Raw, Zack Ryder.
No one cares. No one cares.
SmackDown Live, Summer Rae, you're still here, girl. You slayed at the ESPYs, though. Good job. Good job. That was the most relevant you've been in a while. It was on the red carpet. That wasn't yours on Raw. Apollo Crews on SmackDown Live. Mark Henry is still... Damn. I thought he would be in the back telling them to go out for their match at this point. Is on Raw. And Alexa Bliss came from SmackDown Live. Is she still with those two dudes? The two little gay boy looking dudes? No? Okay.
But she's engaged to one of them. I can't tell which one it is.
It's Murphy. It's the Australian one.
They're both Australian, aren't they?
No.
Oh, well, they look Australian.
The ginger. She's with the ginger.
Ah, nice. Not.
I mean, apparently it's not so bad if she's engaged to him. I'm just saying.
You probably put a pill in a drink.
They were cute. They were cute. They all looked like family, though, so that's what made me not like to tag team. Like, y'all all look like y'all could be cousins a little bit. I felt a tad bit uncomfortable.
Well, like, I don't think Big Cass is attractive, and...
Oh, God, the tall...
And he's with Carmella, so...
If you're in the right light with Big Cass, he probably look good. Like, if it's kind of dim a little bit, not... And, like, he's really up high near the ceiling, he probably look fine as hell.
Well, we'll just leave that for Carmella. I'm glad she took that one for the team.
So any last thoughts on these irrelevant, well, not all irrelevant, let's not put down all of them, but mostly irrelevant 9 through 11 plus Heath Slater draft picks?
Maybe Apollo Crews will actually get some kind of something around. Look, I was so excited for them to hire him, okay? And when he went to NXT, I was like, oh, yes, he's going to have a big run here. And he just never did. And his storylines were always kind of lame. And his, babyface character, his promos are lame. And so hopefully which one did he go to? Did he go to Raw or SmackDown?
I don't know, bro. He went to SmackDown.
Okay, well, hopefully working with, some of the people on SmackDown, because there's a lot of seasoned veterans on SmackDown. Hopefully they will have to be like, please stop talking like this during your promos. He's just like,
stop smiling. It's like, you're not the Kelly.
He's so annoying. Gee, guys, I just don't know why Sheamus would have attacked me. I just don't know.
Smile.
Ugh.
Shut up, Kelly.
Ugh.
Maybe they're building up for him to like have the whole Rock thing, even though they haven't done it with Roman Reigns yet. I haven't heard anything good about him. No, like literally, I remember you guys said, "Oh, Apollo is on Raw now" or whatever, and then I did not hear like shit else for 3 months.
Well, yeah, because that's the way of it. They didn't. It's kind of it was how it was on NXT. We were like, "Woo, Nation is on NXT. He's Apollo Crews now," and you didn't hear shit except every once in a while someone randomly would attack him. Or
I'm just praying that they don't give him like a black guy gimmick like with Shelton Benjamin, like, oh, he loves his mama, or so I'll just pray on everything he doesn't get like, oh, he's black, so you know how to rap now. Like, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
oh my god.
Do you guys want to move on to Apollo's old stomping grounds when we still believe that he had some promise in NXT and talk about whatever the hell's going on there with the old people?
Sure.
Yes. Okay, so this week on NXT, it was Bayley and Nia Jax in the main event, and it was Nia's last match as far as I'm concerned, because she's going to Raw now. It was an absolutely great match. They talked about Nia being strong and everything, and I think it's put Bayley in the number one contender spot. I don't know. I think that the NXT Women's Division needs to build new stars, because they've got Peyton that they've just not used. They've got Billy that was on SmackDown for like one day. They've got Liv doing it for the Ground Girl, and they've got the others. Right? They've even got Mandy Rose. Like, come on, Kelly, version 2. But no, apart from that, yeah, I think that was on NXT this week that I actually showed care about. Randy?
I was really impressed with the Nia Jax and Bayley match. I'm always impressed with the matches in NXT, but one thing that I will say about Bayley is, okay, I love Becky Lynch, I love Sasha, I love all of them, but something happens when they get up on that main roster that they're like, okay, we've got a match, let's do all these signature moves, and then add some clubs in there with our arms, and then we'll do our finisher and we'll get a pin. I love that you don't get that with NXT, and you don't get that with Bayley. Bayley has a new move every match. She's got a new way of going about something. Like, I really think that she might be the strongest women's wrestler that they have on their entire roster, entire company right now, because of her ability to just work these matches differently each and every time, whether it be just a little short match or whether it be a longer match like what we had with Nia. Like, that was a fantastic showing from both of those women. It had a great story. You really got behind the fact that Nia was so strong and so tough. You got behind the fact that Bayley was getting just pummeled by this woman. Every time Nia would hit Bayley, she just sold it for days, and you were just like, how is she withstanding that? It was such great storytelling. So I thought that was a wonderful match for Nia to go out on. I couldn't have asked for a better last match for Nia Jax in NXT.
Yeah, I mean, Gigi, did you actually watch it? No.
I saw like the 5-second clip they got on YouTube now because they want you to really buy the network, and Bayley was like bashing me into the turnbuckle. I was like, oh yeah, Bayley, like, I don't care if you big, I'm gonna still beat your brain in. And then unfortunately I saw Rhino versus Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe shaped like a thing of pancakes, and then Rhino shaped like a beauty blender, and it was moving. Like, I thought my YouTube was stuck at like that weird half speed thing, like when you can see like each frame, but that was just their regular speed, and it made me sad. That just made me sad.
To be honest, like, I just have not cared anything about Samoa Joe since he debuted. I just didn't care.
Does anyone?
It's like when you're a TNA guy, because even for me with AJ Styles, like, I never watched TNA, so I'm inclined to care about you less, because it's been melted in my brain that it's just a lesser show. And then with Samoa Joe, he was like the king of TNA along with AJ Styles. So with me, it's just like, I don't really see the point, and it's like, you're not like a Samoan that's like related to The Rock, even though they're not really related to The Rock. So it's just someone that I don't really seem to care about, and that I need to care about, because he's on NXT. So it's pretty much telling me, like, your enhancement talent for the kids that are going to be future enhancement talent. So,
but like, in terms of, I'm not going to spoil anything because, you know, I don't spoil anything, but what's coming up in NXT in the next month or so is actually worth watching because it is going to be really good. But apart from that, I think that's it for NXT. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anything else anyone wants to say about NXT?
No, it was just a night of big matches, like big match feels kind of deal.
It was fights. Like, it wasn't matches, it was like proper fights.
Yeah,
like
that's
bad blood fights. It was fucking brilliant.
Yes.
Now, Gigi, I know you want to talk about Lesnar Brock, so...
Yes, Jesus, let's get into it. So while Gigi's been gone, she's been watching the Grown People show, aka UFC. Because Brock Lesnar decided to come back, so I'm like, I'll watch. CM Punk gonna be coming out soon. It's most likely he gonna get his ass whooped, but still part of me believes because I got like 5 of his t-shirts. But anyway, with Brock. For you guys who don't follow UFC, he came back and he was gonna fight this guy named Mark Hunt, this like big like Samoan dude. He might be British or Australian. I can't differentiate the accent, but yeah, he's one of those two. They fought on Saturday at UFC 200. Brock won. He had a whole, like, he tried to do a speech about Black Lives Matter, but it didn't come off that genuine because he was, like, halfway, like, not able to breathe. But, yeah, he won. Everyone's like, oh, yay, Brock's final match. He beat his little sickness that he had. He got to come back and be at the marquee thing. How great. Then a few days later, it comes out that from when they do their whole drug testing, it's the USADA, and Brock did not pass his drug test. How unfortunate. So then it's all like, oh, what did he, now everyone who's in UFC is in a tizzy now because not only did Brock not pass, but also this other fighter named John Jones. They both did not pass, and that's really bad because it's like you have these steroid guys fighting people who aren't on steroids, and these guys on steroids are winning. But everyone's like, it might not be steroids that Brock is on. We have to wait. And reportedly now, according to a very prominent reporter for UFC, he was taking this pill that helps you, like, against your estrogen levels. So pretty much it's when you get done taking steroids and you're off steroids, you take that pill so it doesn't mess up your body and stuff. So that means it's saying that Brock also took steroids. And now the other big thing on the WWE side is that he's going to supposed to be fighting Randy at SummerSlam, but technically with WWE, he hasn't failed one of their drug tests. So technically this isn't a strike on his record because this isn't one that was administered by them. But yet it's public knowledge that he did not pass a drug test. So now everyone's looking at WWE like, oh, so is he going to fight Randy Orton? Because we all...
Oh, Gigi, you cut out. Oh, hello? Oh no. Hello? Is everyone still there? Hello? Oh no. Hello? Are we back?
I'm back. Brock said, bitch, you thought you gonna expose me, bitch, no. Bitch, no.
Brock Lesnar's people were like, not happening. All you do is you get a little recording sent to your voicemail. It's Brock's voice being like, I'm a white boy and I'm jacked. Deal with it.
And it's gonna be said, but like, tell her, babe. Tell her.
Oh, did we lose?
I want to address when you want, okay?
Tom,
Hello?
are you there?
Thomas.
Tom? I heard him for like 2 seconds. Tom!
Hello?
Okay, oh great, we're all back.
Bitch was speaking the truth. The ghost of Skype cut us out once again.
UFC's like, we will not have this told. But we're back. Even faulty Skype cannot stop us from spilling the tea on Brock Lesnar.
It's Sable. Sable's doing this.
Anyway, as Gigi was saying...
jump back in here.
I said, anyway, as Gigi was saying...
As I was saying, okay, so Brock, now everyone's sitting here looking at WB. They're like, okay, is he still going to fight Randy? Because that's going to be a pretty big payday for the both of them because people want to see that match, or is it just me? And then on the UFC side, now you have all these fighters saying like, oh, we need a union. This isn't right. And we have people saying that they're going to leave and all this other stuff. So one piss test has turned all of fighting / wrestling on its backside. So what do you guys think? Do you want to see Brock get reprimanded and get like some type of suspension for this on the WWE side? Should you think like WWE should just take this loophole and be like, well, it was an ARP cut that he pissed in? What do you guys think?
From what
I'm not sure. I think... sorry, Brandy, carry on.
Oh, from what I'm to understand, that because Brock has not been active, even though he's been signed to WWE, because he's not been active except in spurts, he doesn't have to take drug tests as regularly as the other superstars do. So I think he should definitely have to continue taking them monthly. I think it's what they have to take it is monthly. I think he should be just as accountable as anyone else on that roster. And the fact of the matter is that Billy Gunn got fired for failing a drug test that was not a WWE drug test. So the fact that, like, Brock has failed this drug test supposedly. Now, I know there's speculation and they're, like, investigating it and stuff like that, but if it comes out that he fails that drug test, to be fair and to keep with their own policy and standards, they should fire Brock Lesnar.
But they won't.
Well, wait a minute.
Stupid.
Well, then it should be a strike, at least. Because, why was Billy Gunn fired? That's a good question. Because did he have strikes and this was his final strike? Because as far as I know, this would be considered Brock's first strike. So he at least deserves a strike.
Well, there is the Randy Orton rule that they implemented, and there's something where, like, if you're good for a certain amount of time, you lose a strike. So I don't know if, like, maybe, like, because Billy been there since, like, 1990 down there. So I don't know, Billy. Like, thank you for that new information. My baby father's Dolph's dad has left. How sad. Didn't even know.
Oh, you didn't know Billy Gunn's been gone a while.
I didn't even. How unfortunate. But now, oh no, wait, no, he tried to shade me on Twitter, so now, okay, bye, bitch. How sad, okay.
No, I think he needs to take a WWE medical test and then take it from there. But, like, if you want to have Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton and that's your, like, semi-main event, or whatever the fuck like to call it, and, yeah, we're not going to swap him for someone else against Randy Orton, like, will they? No.
But then also the thing is, Brock technically failed 2 drug tests because with UFC you take one, like, they call it like an OCC, like out of competition while you're training, and then like if anything comes up, it's like, okay, you better like be off of that by the time the fight starts. And then he took one the day of UFC 200, and he as well failed that one. So that's why now it's about to go into like legal investigation. We're about to see Brock in his suit with Sable looking all sad, walking behind him into a goddamn courtroom. So technically he's failed 2. If we really want to get into it.
Well, then, yeah. See, he should have to take a WW, and if he fails that should be strike 3, and he would be done.
But then what would he do for SummerSlam? No one cares. At least I don't.
Well, Randy got like 4 kids now, so he probably said, like, I don't really mind. Like, just like give me another like WWE movie check right quick. Like, they can do John Cena versus Randy Orton for like the 50th time. Maybe. Yeah.
I'll be front row.
I thought it was Sheamus versus Randy Orton was the one that we got constantly.
Oh no, that's one of them, but like there's like this thing, I think John Cena and Randy Orton have faced each other like 25 times or something like that, because they had the feud, and then they had like that feud with the like championship, and there was like fights in between that. They're rocking Cena, but they're not like rocking Cena. And I mean like rocking Stone Cold, but for our generation, but we don't want it like that.
That's true. For me personally, when it comes to John Cena, like his matches that I actually enjoyed the most, his series of matches, were the ones he had with Edge. I thought those were... I thought that's been his best series with an opponent, with a rival, is with Edge.
I give him that, and then I give him CM Punk.
Oh yeah,
The summer of CM Punk, not the other ones.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but
I'll
that
just
was
give it to him.
that was CM Punk with everyone, like against everyone. I miss CM Punk. I'm excited to see him in UFC. I watch UFC as well, so I'm excited to see him. To see CM Punk. A part of me, everyone's like, Punk's gonna get his ass beat. He's like lost all of these other like fights. I was like, I don't care. I still love CM Punk, and I still want him to do well. So I hope he wins his match, though it's probably highly unlikely.
It might be a miracle Brandy. For people who don't know, he's fighting this guy named Mickey Go something. I think it's a school. He's a young guy. He's like 13 years younger than Punk. I think he's a little bit taller than Punk. But, Punk's trying to still have to learn how, not, to punch someone in the face and actually mean it and not hold back. So I'm just hoping that all that wrestling, all his sports entertainment leaves him by the time of that fight, because I want to see him get fucked up, because the other guy looks like he's going to try to fuck him up pretty good.
Well, he is. He's going to try to get that bragging rights to be like, yeah, CM Punk left wrestling in this highly controversial manner, thought he could come hang with UFC, I whooped his ass, blah, 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 and other testosterone-driven bullshit. So I really hope that he does well. Which, honestly, Brock's fight was good, but Hunt did not lay down for him. It went the full rounds, and it came down to only 27-29. So I thought it was pretty humbling. I was like, oh, Brock Lesnar's always booked to just mow through every fucking body in wrestling, just tossing them around and beating the shit up. But then you've got Tony Hunt, who's not the most physically in shape looking man. He's just an excellent striker and very savvy in the cage. And so I was like, okay, maybe Orton can win.
Randy stands a good chance. It's just these two on the mic. I think their styles are going to be great, but Randy Orton trying to be like, oh, Brock, you, I don't see what the feud's going to be. You came up the same time as me, and they liked you more, but no, they like me more. I don't see, what's going on. Why they want to punch each other in the face? What's going to be the motivation here?
The Viper versus the Beast.
I want to see his Viper.
Ew, no.
Did you guys see where, I don't know the resolution of it, but I had seen just in a random thing where Randy Orton's wife was kind of in the middle of a scandal with some slightly racist comments she made on Facebook?
She always in some shit every other month. They call the girl fat. We got into a big debate about that. Because girls be coming, because, you know how, when celebrities' wives, people make fun of them and stuff, and they're just like, let's love each other. I do not pay attention to haters. She's sitting here F you too. Your hairline messed up. I'm sitting here next to Randy. Meanwhile, you in bed eating chips, how people, get all up in arms about, oh my God, she came for me, even though I said she's ugly, and I talked about her kids.
More than considering there was, I just saw a little bloop about it, and then nothing else happened with it, that's more than likely what happened, but I just had...
She applauded making fun of me she ain't playing no games.
It is crazy how many children Randy Orton has now. It is crazy how many children Randy Orton has now.
He got really unattractive so quickly. I'm sitting here you used to be so fine, but now you got he got a daughter on the way. He got 3 sons and another daughter. I'm you just got hella unattractive in about 9 months. He's not a man, so Tom. He's had 2 wives and probably a whole bunch of hoes. When you look like that, it's gonna happen.
Ew. Well,
yeah, man. John Cena cheated on his wife. Don't be a hypocrite.
Actually, hold on. She cheated on him. He didn't cheat on her.
He didn't say he didn't cheat on her. Tom, do I gotta get you to order receipts? He said that he did her dirty, and then she did him dirty, and then somehow he got with Nikki about 3 months after he'd officially divorced her. Let's not.
Wait, what? Wait.
And his show got canceled, so don't be petty, Tom.
Oh, I'm petty all over him.
Wait, so Cena got with Nikki shortly after his divorce?
Because you know me, I'll be looking into stuff.
I didn't know that because I just never really gave a shit about who John Cena was married to. But I didn't realize that there were only a few months in between.
I think it was 2 months, yeah. Not long.
Damn.
Let's see.
Ooh, who's that?
Okay, well, we've kind of gone off hinge here. So we were talking about Brock. Have we covered everything we want to talk about Brock?
What you saying, Tom? What you talking shit again?
I would never do that.
Well, yeah, Brandy. I think John Cena and his wife broke up in like March, and then John Cena and Nikki Bella anniversary happened to be like around like May, and then their anniversary happened to be in like August. So I'm saying here like, ain't that interesting?
Girl, you know too much about your receipts. You've actually got the month.
I do, because Nikki be posting too much stuff on social media, so.
Nikki giving it all away.
I was sitting here like, wait a minute, he just got a divorce, but then y'all just had y'all 1 year anniversary, and I put it together. I'm like, we're gonna learn about this in the next John Cena DVD that come out like after he leave, or somebody, or Nikki, where are they now type stuff. Yeah, so in other words, Tom, do not throw stones when John Cena lived in a big-ass glass house, okay, Ho?
That's because I live in the basement.
So, speaking of fucking Bellas, Nikki Bella, the bitch is back like we back. She took a picture of the Performance Center, according to Brandy, because I don't follow her on Instagram. She pop up on my Explorer feed sometimes. I'm like, why, Jesus, why? But yeah, she back now. She's training. I'll say I think the only good storyline I can got in my head for her is like she's the last standing like diva, because Brie gone, she got injured. Now all the girls are like on this like, we're women's wrestlers, we're not divas, and she's gonna come back like, I am a diva. Look at these Louis Vuittons, bitch. Look at these rings, bitch. Look at this fur on my shoulders, bitch. I am a diva. And then I just hope that somebody punch her in the face, and then she.
Oh my God, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Like a top class bitch.
That would be.
And I still want her to low key fuck Rick and then pop up on Charlotte like, I'm your stepmama now, bitch. Like I really want that.
Oh my God! Oh, that's like taking it back to like Tori and Dawn Marie shit. Right?
I want it so bad. I want Rick to be all like, Charlotte, I know you did me wrong, but I forgive you. And in the time I've been gone, I have found someone that I truly love, and I want you to meet her. And whatever fucking Nikki's song is, fucking get down on the floor, whatever the shit. You can't touch. That shit comes on, and she comes out like, hi, sweetheart. Oh my God, family camping trip in this bitch.
I kind of hope they do something different with her music, like maybe even remix it, because I've always hated the Bella's music. Always hated it.
I know. I think it fits them. You can look, but you can't touch, and then say something about getting down on your knees, and that's what happened, and that's why they're here now. So I think it worked well.
Well, I'm excited for Nikki to come back. She seems to like really, in the last several years, become exceptionally passionate about wrestling. So I'm interested to see what she's going to do, where she's going to go. Is she going to go to Raw, SmackDown, and is she going to try to be like an active hang-in with these girls, or is she going to kind of go the way of Natty and Alicia and be more of a guardian to them?
Oh, she ain't gonna guard shit. She gonna guard her motherfucking. She gonna try to get the WWE championship from Charlotte. I can see it right now. She gonna guard the mother bitches from John Cena, because she's like, ooh, what if they put her on Raw? Ooh, the Total Divas episode when she get on Raw and he's on SmackDown. Ooh. Oh, she'll be in confessionals going, oh, I'm so sad, and then she's not crying. I don't get to ride in the tour bus anymore. Brie isn't here. Oh my God! Like I had to get my nails done, and I couldn't do it in the car with Summer. Oh my God! Yeah.
To be continued into the next episode. Not last time on Toe Divas.
Speaking of Brie, though, like think about it. Like Nikki's coming back. She's gonna come back and continue her career. Daniel is now the the GM for SmackDown. So Brie is probably like, did I make a wrong move? Because her whole thing with retiring is she was ready to go home and be with her husband and make babies, and it's like, now your husband's on the road again. What are you gonna do? Of course.
She probably she's in here like, oh, maybe I should. Don't, Brie. If you're thinking right now, don't. I hope this message. I hope you feel it in your soul on your sofa right now in Arizona. If you think about coming back, bitch, don't. Just fucking don't. I'm waiting for your sister to go, so all the last divas are gone. I'm still waiting for Alicia to find a good way, because the bitch just can't do it. And Natty always been a women's wrestler, so I'm not going to shade you, bitch. Yeah, just don't. If whatever Bree, just get pregnant. I just want her to pop up so quick on Instagram with the baby emoji and like a cradle emoji, and oh my god, because that secure that like you ain't coming back unless they try to pull a Stephanie and have you walking down there waddling like, oh my god, Daniel, put Nikki on SmackDown, please.
So
Guys,
should be hurt. Sasha's BattleGround part.
if you'll excuse me for 1 second, some random ass is knocking on my fucking door. So you guys just carry on.
Oh, if it's Brock, just don't open the door. He probably mad as fuck.
If it's John Cena, he's got the wrong house. I'm over here.
What were you saying? Sasha. Oh wait. So Sasha. Oh yeah, it is a tag team match. I've seen that against Dana
another
and
tag
Charlotte.
match.
No, I want it to be. I don't want it to be Bailey, just because Nikki wouldn't make sense though, because they had the beef with the whole like when 9 people were fighting each other. No, I don't think it's going to be Nikki because she just came back, and as I said before when we started the show, her wrestling wasn't that high, so she don't got to work her way up no big-ass ladder, but still she got to get in there good enough to be, like, somewhat back where she was at. No shade to the Bella fans, but her work rate ain't, but she ain't no Charlotte or no Sasha to be in there with them trying to, like, cut it up, so.
Well,
I'm going to go with it's either going to be, like, Bailey, maybe, hopefully not, or, like, maybe Charlotte gonna like clone herself. I mean, like Sasha gonna clone herself. Maybe they're gonna get Snoop Dogg. I don't know. Maybe she said handicap match. I'm just hoping don't. Well, Sasha, if you bring out Nikki, bitch, I ain't buying your next T-shirt. If you ain't causing a motherfucking fit in that goddamn writer's room, like how dare you make me call out this bitch like she gonna be anybody's fucking help.
Well, I think that we're all working. By the way, I just wanted to interject. That is the first time in TPP history history that the show has been interrupted by a random Mormon coming by trying to give me pamphlets. That was exciting just then. Yeah, I was just like, are you serious right now?
That's what I wanted the New Day's getting to be like. Would you like to see the New Day? And it'd be like 6 o'clock in the morning at somebody's house, and they're like, hello.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now with this? But I think that like with the whole everyone speculating on Sasha's partner, I think at the time, because how the roster was, we were all of the persuasion that it had to be a call up or it had to be like a surprise return. But now we've just had so many call ups, like it would make a lot of sense for it to be Nia Jax. I mean, that's a very intimidating partner for her to have, because I don't know. Nikki just got cleared today. I just don't really see why they would rush her from getting just cleared to start taking bumps in the ring today to Sunday competing in a match with these women.
I hope it's not Paige, because they've already done that match before.
I don't think it will be Paige. I think that even the WWE is smart enough to know. I know that she was.
She on Raw? I feel like it's likely,
Ugh. No thanks.
It's enough of a surprise because we haven't seen her for long enough, but it's familiar enough for the fans to be like, oh, it's Paige. Oh, it's about to be Paige. I put my money on Paige.
I was really hoping for like something good, like a surprise, like maybe a throwback diva, like
Joy Giovanni.
No, Sasha loves
Amy Zidian.
Sasha loves the divas like from the Attitude Era. She was a big fan of Molly Holly and Jazz and people like that. I would have loved for it to have been a surprise like that.
Harvina.
I don't know. I hate that there's so much build up to it, and we're all like, this could be really good. And if it does happen, and they pull the trigger, and it's Paige, I'm like, oh, or Alicia Fox, because she's been teaming with Alicia Fox at some of the main events, and not main events, live shows.
Oh.
I'm gonna put my money on Paige. I don't feel Nikki's gonna come back probably around like SummerSlam or something. If she does,
I'm gonna say Nikki.
Don't put that stuff into the air like that. Don't.
Well, I've already blew it in the air. It's in the air. It's there. It's gonna stay. Hallelujah.
No, but like people thinking that are like the 9-year-olds who still haven't figured out how to count on their fingers and do fractions correctly. They're like, oh, Nikki posted on Instagram. That means she's gonna be back. Like, no, go do your coloring book. Because I'm actually considering buying the BattleGround pay-per-view and, like, maybe just buying the pay-per-view, not getting the full subscription back. Because I just want to see Dean, because it's been a while. Yeah, let's just go with Paige. Let's just go with Paige. Because if Nikki comes out, I'm gonna be calling customer service. Like, I would like my money back. And then be like, my card number is...
Well, I hope they don't waste this opportunity to do something really cool with this surprise tag team partner.
Well, hold on. The last time that they pulled a swerve on us, it was fucking Dana Brooke that came out as Ric Flair. Like, no. If you call that a swerve... I could see it being Nia, though, just so she can be like, you got a big bitch? Well, I got a bigger bitch, and then Nia come out. And she's not like most girls.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it. I think that would be great. It'd be something like we weren't expecting, and it would be like... When you think about it, it really would be both of you have been teaming up on me, you've been beating up on me, like because she just had the handicap match with them, to be like, let's see you beat up Nia Jax, you know? And if they're really as high on Nia as to put her directly on Raw, I don't foresee them not wanting to do something like have her have a strong start like that. Helping Sasha squash the shit out of Charlotte. I mean, it would shake up the women's division. It really would. I don't think it's a bad idea. I would go with that if they don't have anything better planned.
They probably don't. So it's either going to be Paige and she's going to like have like a poppy tattoo scratched out on her finger or something. She's going to like, oh, that could be the move. Like she take the poppy tattoo and like gouge you in the eye with it. That's going to be...
Actually, now you said it, I do think it might be Paige, which is sad, but not quite sad.
Paige or Nia.
It's sad that it's Paige. It's sad that we feel that way about it being Paige, because Paige, has done a lot for the WWE Women's Division. She really has, but that's just the fucking damage that she's done to herself, and that the WWE has done by overexposing her like they did. So
wait, didn't she also have a picture, like her titty picture leaked or something recently?
Did she?
Wait, y'all didn't let me go. I thought y'all knew now.
No.
I'm not aware.
Okay.
I'm not aware if she did or not.
I'm subscribed to many fucking wrestling channels on YouTube, and I think it's the Whole Effing Show it's called. And they do like a thing called Raw, the 4th hour, and it's just them reviewing Raw right after it goes off. And they were talking about how like she had a titty pic, and then they had it in the thumbnail, and it was like she was like taking a mirror photo, and it looks old because it was like the iPhone that she had where she got like the Game Boy cover over it, and it was just like one titty just kind of like chilling out, like, hey, it's titty. Like.
How fucking random. But like honestly, I would not care to see Paige's boobs at all.
I need a dick pic. Like, I'm still waiting for Dolph's dick pic. Y'all already know this.
I'm highly upset that we don't
I need to be a real one. Does he have one? He look like one of them fucking Ken dolls that this is like a mangina or something. No.
There's someone out there that has got it, and I want it. And I want it now.
I fucking know that Sunny was fucking lying at. She's like, oh, I have video of Dolph. Oh, yeah, here it is. Paige's leaked tit pic. Yeah, she just got like one titty like chilling out of her bra, and she making like a duck face.
Oh, fab.
Bitch.
Dreams come true.
What? So it's real?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought, because for the listeners, the TPP chat has either been dead as fuck or we've been yelling at each other. There's only 2 options recently for the chat. And actual news ain't getting shared, and when it is news, there's like, oh my god, spoilers! Oh my god, spoilers! So this has been currently the show. So I thought y'all knew. I thought this was like, oh, another titty. I thought we didn't care about titties no more.
Another
like,
tittygate.
And if something happened with Nikki, then fucking James got all that. He's like, oh my god, look at Nikki, slay bitch, gorgeous. And also so the listeners know, I don't think James is gay anymore. We just gonna put it out there because he been in love with pussy recently, mainly mine for some reason.
Oh my
God. I've been sending too many pictures. He's like, look, y'all tweet James once this show comes out and be like, James just tweet him pictures of females and see his response. If he starts sending heart emojis, he ain't gay no more.
Oh my gosh. But going back to what you said about the TPP chat, it has been so true because I logged on and I was looking at all of it because I also write for Diva Dirt now. So not only do I have to scroll through like 500 messages in the TPP chat, I also have to scroll through like 500 in the Diva Dirt on top of working my like actual job. And so I saw James be like, Brandy is a ghost. And I was like, he did not.
She said, wait a minute, bitch.
I was like, I never like get upset about anything, but that hurt my feelings so bad because I was like, I am busting my ass over here between like this show, the Diva Dirt thing, another show that like a YouTube show that I'm editing for, and my personal job. And there's been so many times that people have told me we're going to record today, and I will wait my ass all fucking day to record, and no one will even tell me, hey, we're not doing it anymore. So I'm just the stepchild like left at the bus stop waiting for us to record. And so I was just
actually, I'm the abusive child.
You're the abused child. I'm the stepchild. And I was like, I do care. Like, look, I went through a lot of lengths just for us to be able to record today, and my name's not even playing at the front of the damn show, so I don't want to hear anything about me being a ghost.
In other words, James, Brandy want her motherfucking picture on the marquee because it's been about, 6 months? 5 months?
Where's my ice cream bars, James? Where's my ice cream bars?
And then I'm just the child that pop up like, oh, Gigi left, and then, oh, hi, you back, oh my god, and then I just get shaded, and apparently my vagina has teeth, and James want to find out if they have teeth or something.
Oh my gosh.
I
saw that in passing.
That's what our chat consists of currently, yeah.
I saw that in passing, and I was like, I don't even want to be in here right now. I don't want to think about vaginas with teeth. I'm just gonna go.
I even forgot how it happened. Like, oh, I was shading James because he began his feelings hurt, and he's like one of them little kids that's all like, your vagina has teeth. And I'm just saying, where the fuck did that come from? Where in the fuck? And then he said he wanted to fuck outside by a deer, so I'm considering that his dick probably got like fungus on it and mushrooms or some shit, looking like Alice in Wonderland, going down the rabbit hole in that bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Nick is apparently helping sick children in Canada or something, because I'm just considering Canada is a whole third world country, and he just helps the children. Sam has like 55 bug bites that he sent to the chat, like, we read MD in this bitch.
Yeah, and
like,
everyone weighed in on it. They were like, well, it could be. Like, there was no, like, what the fuck are you doing sending these? It was, well, yeah, what it could be.
I could have lived my whole life without seeing that bump on you. Like.
The TPP chat gets very familiar kind of deal. And, like, one thing that I want the listeners to know is that you have like 5 to 6 of us, I don't even know how many of them are, spread across like, 2-3 continents kind of deal, all these different time zones. So we're all trying to get together and have these shows, and they're all in our ears, and then we're like angry at each other in the chat like, what do you mean that you have to work for a living and that you can't record? Do you see these 200
and... We're exotic, like, oh, we have British people, we have some random ass Canadian, we have a West Coast bitch, we have someone from the country, but now it's all like, oh no, this ain't, no.
We have covered the U.S. because it's like you're in Vegas, I'm in Alabama, so I'm actually kind of close to James, but not really. So we're coast to coast, and like, it's really hard to get everyone all together.
Is this a shoot?
It's become slightly after dark.
It's a shoot. Okay. I thought it was like real shit for a minute.
Because I already knew the listeners going to be down there and chat like, where y'all been? Oh my god, I'm not going to be fake like, oh, we just couldn't get the time together. No. James woke up one morning on the wrong side of his fucking coffin and was all like, where you bitches at? And I was yelling out where you bitches was at last week, but no one was in the chat to respond to me. And then I wake up, I'm hungover as fuck. I'm sitting here like, what is happening? All I see is like James put, oh, Gigi, Brandy, where are you? So that like it was a show. I'm all like, oh, I just woke up here. And then James down here like, what is wrong with you guys? And Tim's all like, I'm frustrated. Like, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck happened? And I scroll up 500 messages. I'm sitting here like, oh, there was a fucking rainbow war. All the gays were fighting and shit. And I'm like, I put my 2 cents. And then my 2 cents was apparently wrong. And then James, he's like, no. Because I was going to lie to y'all and say like, oh, we were on a break on purpose because WB was revamping. And we're like, we need a revamp. But then James is like, no. no, we're not going to lie and make this lie seem like everything is okay and actually turn into a positive. We're going to stick with the negative. And I'm like, okay. And then keep it real.
Well, like...
And then Tom over here, like, oh, no, this is this idea. And then James is like, no, bitch, I wasn't saying that. But he's like, bitch, you are. And then Sam's all like, but bitch, you are. I'm sitting here like, wait, I don't even want to go to a gay club because I just imagine it's that, but with snapping and clapping and voguing. That's all just how I imagine in my head. Like, everyone's voguing right now. And, like, Brandy's off in the corner mad because, like, James said, like, and then this goes. And she's like, bitch, fuck you. I'm just going to leave now. And I'm just sitting here like, okay. My phone battery went from, like, 100 to about 58 within an hour. And these hoes are still in the middle of the fucking fight. I was, like, just confused as shit. I'm like, what? Like, I walked away from my phone and it was still dinging. I'm like, what the? And then they're like, okay, we're going to make a schedule. And then it was like one of those passive-aggressive things like, Brandy, what time are you available? I'm like, I'm just going to post my work thing and then y'all figure it out from here. This is when I work.
But see, the thing is that, like, I try really hard to be, like, because I really want to be on the shows and stuff. So when I first, like, a girl went on vacation and it's fucked all my schedule up and they changed me from morning shifts to night shifts. So when I first started this, like, 8-day stretch, because I've pretty much am working 12 days with one off day. This is my one off day in a 12-day stretch. And I'm doing this show kind of deal. And so,
bitch, I've got 6
yeah,
weeks off.
yeah. Tell me I'm a ghost again. Tell me. But, but so at the beginning of that, I was like, hey guys, because I had to say it to the Diva Dirt people too. And they were like, oh, it's okay, Brandy. And then, like, in the TPP chat, they're like, bah. But, like, so there would be times that, like, they'd be like, hey, so can everyone record today? And I'm like, no. Can everyone record today? No. And then I would try to, like, talk in the chat, say something about something that was going on, and no one would respond. Like, the next response would come, like, 5 hours later, and it wouldn't even be addressing what I said. And I was just like, just fuck it. They don't care what I say.
Good times, people. Good times. Real times.
But, like,
real talk.
It is real talk, and that's what makes this show interesting, and that's what makes the people on the show fun, and what makes it fun for the listeners is because it's really cheesy to think that everyone on a show, they just all get together. Like, isn't that why we watch Total Divas? We want to see the drama that happens with them. So TPP, we'll talk about our drama kind of on the air, let you guys know in this supposed to be a draft / now and after dark special.
Because Brandy's sitting here like, hey, James, if I'm a ghost, I'm about to haunt your bitch ass to get my picture on here. But yeah, guys, that's what happens. So if you're sitting here like, damn, I thought they wasn't putting out shows no more, this is why. But we're back now. There's supposed to be another show on Saturday or Sunday or something.
This is just an episode of Impact.
All
over the place.
See, what's really happening...
Two separate brands or some shit. I don't know what Nick was trying to be cute. Like, we're two separate brands. Okay, I'm like, no, bitch. It's who can record on what day.
I was just
like... I'm sitting here, I work retail, and they don't believe in giving a little Negro child days off, so...
I felt like I was trying so hard. I was like, if you guys will just decide on, like, one certain day, I'll fix my work schedule accordingly. Because I do feel bad for James sometimes, because he does, like, move his schedule around a lot. And... so I was like, I mean, I don't mind doing that. I just, you know, it's going to be one of my off days that I get a week. So please let me know, and please let's stick to that day. But it's just like, you know, like we were saying, it's just hard.
All listeners in the chat, because James is hilarious. He's like, I'm going to go get my hair cut, I'm going to go on a hike, and I'm done. I'm like, if that doesn't sound like the most white girl sentence, if he would have said, I'm going to go get a smoothie, that would have been the most, like, white girl Valley act thing. Like, I'm going to get my hair done, I'm going to go get my smoothie, I'm going to text Nate, and then I'm going home. Because you two do not know how to put together a show. I was like, who's this white bitch that took James's phone?
Oh my gosh. You know, they were joking about it's a brand split, but so we've made this show and we've been shady in it, and they're going to record another show this weekend, and it's going to, like, tune in because the shade off is happening here live on TPP.
And that's why I let y'all know, apparently, according to James, my vagina has teeth. To me, Nick is wearing flannel now, so he looked like a little gay cowboy. And who else is on that show? Sam has bug bites. He never seen that little commercial. Like, there's a lot of bugs on some of you bugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. He didn't put on no Neosporin on his body. Like, this is where I'm at now. If it's a brand split, we're the better brand because we came out with this show first, and we actually got to do the show on the brand split. I don't know what they're going to talk about, BattleGround.
Hey.
And then James is going to fucking jack off to the diamonds on Charlotte's face for about 30 minutes on the goddamn Charlotte's bitch. And then Sasha's gonna, and then fucking Nick's gonna come in defending Sasha, like, Sasha is good too, and then James is gonna be fake. I love Sasha, but Charlotte is just my girl. Like, that's just my girl. She's great. And Sam's gonna be like, oh, Ryback, and I just love Ryback and Ryback.
Tom is dying over there.
My God, real shit.
Oh my God! And like now we have to send this to James to edit, and I can just like see
edit this, James. I don't give a damn. This is how I feel. And if you want to edit this out, I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'll be all like, "This is what was said."
It's okay. I have
be like Kim Kardashian. I will hit up Brandon, like, give me the audio.
Oh
Expose James Party 2K16, and we will put out the audio, and then people will know why.
Oh my God.
Child.
James is going to pull a Taylor Swift. He's going to be all like, and then these bitches got on the show and wanted to talk about us. And then I'm going to be like Kanye, just like, you know what happened. You know what really happened.
Oh my gosh. Nick, you wanted the brand split. We have to make sure our brand is superior, and this is how we're doing it.
Anyway.
This is the storyline we're writing.
Don't send me no more Snapchats, nigga. Your half-naked body. I'm calling Mitch. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
so I don't
that
even
was our show, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
especially the last 20 minutes.
We had to throw in an extra dose of shade for you today.
Multiple doses. It was a whole goddamn pharmacy of pills of shade.
You couldn't stop us. Messed up microphones couldn't stop us. The UFC couldn't stop us. Sable couldn't stop us. The Mormon at my door couldn't stop us. Skype couldn't stop us.
Jesus couldn't stop us, goddammit. Jesus sent someone to say stop, and we were like, no, bitch.
Yeah, that's what we need a shirt that says, Jesus cannot stop the shade.
But unfortunately, Dana Brooke could stop us. How sad.
Everyone gets very quiet.
Oh yeah, I'm the host. Okay, guys, so we still give out our Twitter handles. Okay, back to where we skip. Okay, guys, that was our show. Like the video, check out our other stuff. There's a fantasy booking somewhere. Maybe Sam's might get posted by now. I don't know where his shit is sitting in the abyss somewhere. Check out our other stuff. There's supposed to be a vlog coming out with me, but I don't know what James is doing. Yeah, so hit me up at TrueG, and if this audio doesn't get, there's a part before this. If this part didn't get posted, check my ID, check my Twitter at TrueG at Gorge.George. Tom, where they can follow you at?
And I will be retweeting that stuff. You can follow me on Twitter at _KnocksYouOut, Instagram selfsuccess01. God bless.
What are you, Brandy?
My phone. You can follow me on Twitter at Miss WrestleBlog, and please go to divadirt.com and read some of my articles. I don't let y'all have my...
Go do that. Brandy's over here branching out, having multiple things going on like Beyonce and shit.
So who's the Kelly of the group?
Of TPP? If there's a Kelly... Well, technically Josh left, so no, Josh is like Latavia or something, maybe like one of the early ones when it was like 4 of them. I'll be Kelly because I'm the brownest. No, actually no, James. They ain't got no son in Providence. Yes, I'm the darkest. So yeah, I'm Kelly.
Oh dear. And who's the other one? Michelle. Who's Michelle?
Michelle. We'll give that until Sam gets some goddamn cortisone cream or something. He'll be Michelle. Because Michelle really found Jesus, and I need Sam to go find some Neosporin or something.
Oh, my God.
All right, and so to collectively find us, you can find us on Twitter at _RealPipeBomb. And what's the IG handle?
The Pipe Bomb Podcast. Tom was good enough to get the actual name and not this weird one that's on Twitter.
Nice. All right, well, that's it for our show, guys. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.